Hey everybody, welcome to your practice today, and also welcome to our members and those that are joining us on the YouTube channel. If you want to get early access to the class, all you gotta do is head over to theyogamat.com and you can join there. You can practice along with me live when I record the class, and you get immediate access to the on-demand version. So today we're gonna go through a slow flow class that's got several balance poses in the standing portion. So you can really kind of call this a balance flow. So just kind of grab anything that you would normally use for a balance. If you need to be close to a wall, or if you've got a block that maybe you want to use for your balance poses, then you can have that. So head on over to your mat and we'll get started. Hey, so you can go ahead and come on up to standing. And we're going to start with a few sun salutations, and then we're going to get right into our balance flow. So let's bring the big toes toward one another. You want to have a little bit of space between the heels. And you can take your hands to your heart, close your eyes, and let's try to find that deep breathing. So your Ujjayi breath, you're breathing in deep in and out your nose, and then letting the air start to rush against the back of the throat. So you know if you've got it going if it starts to make a little bit of noise there. Again, it sort of sounds like ocean waves once you get it going. Just try to relax the shoulders. Again, a few rounds of deep breath here, and then we'll get right into our flow. And exhale, relax your arms. Open your eyes, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, hands reaching down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stepping to a high push-up. And drawing your navel in, lower down, hover. Upward facing, roll to the tops of the feet. And downward dog, you're going to take it back over the toes. So your first downward dog here, I'm going to set up with your feet hip width, and then shoulder width apart with your hands. And those are just kind of general guidelines to get you started. If it doesn't feel right, then you can take the hands and feet a little bit wider there if that works better for you. Let's relax your head, look back between the feet. And trying to keep the rhythm going with the breath here, even when we're in a static pose like downward dog. And bend your knees, look forward, step the feet up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back up, lift the arms. And exhale, hands to center. We're going to do a couple more of those. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to plank. Hug your elbows to your side, lower down again. Upward dog, roll the shoulders back. And downward facing, exhale. So let's try to get the fingers to spread wide. Press the palms down into the floor. Again, just holding here, taking a few more rounds of deep breath. Bend your knees, look forward, step the feet up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, back to center. Let's do one more of those. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, step to plank. And you can modify plank, take the knees to the floor if you need to, lower down again. Upward facing, try to get the thighs off of the floor and take it back over the toes again. Let's just try to broaden through the shoulders here. Just trying to press the mat a little bit further away on the inhales. And on those exhales, settling down a little bit more. Bend the knees, look forward, step it up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back up. And exhale, hands back to center. Let's have just a couple lunges. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let's take the right leg back, knee to your mat. Inhale, reach the arms. And release, take your hands to the floor. Let's step to a high push-up. And lower down again. Upward facing, take your back bend. Downward dog, exhale. And so as we go through class here, if you need to stop, take a little rest. Drop down to your knees, come to child's pose. And just at any point that you need to. Let's go ahead and reach the right leg back behind you. And then exhale, step it between the hands, lowering the left knee. Inhale, arms up, low lunge. Exhale, hands down, left foot steps forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, back up. And exhale, hands to center. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look up. Exhale, left leg back, knee down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release the hands to the floor. Step to plank, lower down again. Upward dog, inhale. And downward facing, exhale. Just a couple rounds of deep breath. And on that next inhale, lift the left leg. And then exhale, step it between the hands, right knee down. Inhale, reach up. And release, hands to the floor, back foot stepping forward. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hands to center. Let's take a few rounds of breath here, and then we're going to get started with the balance portion. So again, if you want to use a block for any of the balance, if you just kind of take it here to this right corner of your mat, off to the side, then it'll be in a pretty good spot that you can get to it. So you're going to start with your right leg. We're going to fan the right toes up, bring them back down to the floor. We're going to begin in tree pose. So we'll pick the left foot up. And if you need a little bit of help there with your balance, you can keep the left foot on the floor. Just taking the heel to the leg. Or you work with that foot above or below the right knee. So these balance poses, we're going to be transitioning from one to the next. So again, it's real important to help keep your balance. You want to keep your core active and sticking with your breath. And especially during these transitions, you want to focus your gaze to one single spot. And if you do end up losing your balance, it's coming back into it when you can. Let's go ahead and draw the knee into the chest. And then as you exhale, let's take Warrior C. So if you're a little bit limited on space, you can keep your hands to your heart. If you want to reach your arms out in front, and if you got the space to do that, you can. Or you can take your hands back behind you, either side of your hip. And try to keep it into a back bend here. You want to have the chest a little higher than your hips in that left leg. A little bend in the standing leg. Let's see if we can hold here for one more breath in. And then as you exhale, release, take both hands down to your mat. So we're going to set it for half moon. So this is where your block can come into place if you have it, and you want to take it to the pinky side of the foot at an angle. You don't have to use it at all, but it's there if you want it. Left hand to your hip. Let's turn the left toes to face the side. Lift the left arm. Turning the chest open. And if you've got your balance, you want to try to look up to that left hand. Let's try to hold here for one more breath in. And as you exhale, very slowly bend your right knee. You're going to end up in side angles. So we'll take that left leg toward the back of the mat. That right hand in the block can come back a little bit. And then go ahead and reach it out, extend. Taking that left arm out. Your right forearm can come up to your thigh as an alternative. And you can keep it there on the block. Try to roll the left side of the chest open. And with your next exhale, let's take the left hand to the floor, pivot to the ball of that back foot, and then twist, reach the right arm up. So modified version of this, that left knee drops down to your mat. And you can take your twist like that, or you can stay in this twisting crescent lunge. And with your next exhale, look down, release your hands to the floor. Step the left foot forward. We'll end up in ragdoll. You got the feet about hip width apart here. And bend one knee, bend the other. Just kind of sway the hips side to side. And take your hands to your hips. Inhale, slowly come back up. And stepping the feet together, hands to center. So as we set it for the other side, you can take the block to the left edge of your mat, again, if you want to use it. And since you know what's coming, give yourself more space at the front of the mat if you need it. So we've got tree pose again to get started. Fan left toes up, bring them down. Right foot on the ground, or calf, or inner thigh. And come back to that deep breathing. And inhale, knee to chest. And exhale, slowly take warrior C. So try to keep the right leg active. You can point your toes or you can flex them down towards your mat. And have some bend in this left leg. And navel drawing in. Again, you got the options there with the hands if you want to take a different variation of that. And take one more breath in. And on the exhale, release your hands to the floor and set the block up or set your hand up for half moon. And left hand stays on the ground, right hand to hip. And work with leg, and then chest and arm. And then your gaze is going to be the very last thing that you try to take to the right thumb. And keep a little bend in this left leg. And with your next exhale, slowly take warrior extended side angle. So we'll take that right leg to the back of the mat, and then the right arm up and over. And here's your alternative position with the left forearm if you want to take it. If you bring your forearm here, just press it against that thigh, roll the right side of the chest open. And then look out toward your right hand. exhale, release. Let's take the twist, pivot to the ball of the back foot, and left arm will start to reach up. Again, take that low lunge variation if you want. And let's try to get the length of the inhales and exhales to match. With your next exhale, release. Take the left hand to the floor. And we'll step the right foot forward, come back to that ragdoll position again, feet hip width. A little bit of a bend in both knees. This time, keep your knees bent, tuck your chin to your chest, and then slowly start to roll yourself back up. And taking the feet together, the hands to center. And inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, the left leg back, and then the knee to your mat. So we'll take this right foot closer to the edge of the mat, just so you get a little bit more space to work with here. And then work on sliding that left knee further back if you can get it. So keep both hands to the inside of the right foot. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, you can either stay here or you can start to lower yourself down to the inside of this leg. So we're trying to get that stretch targeted to the left hip flexor and to your right hamstring. And just a few more rounds of deep breath. And come back up to the hands. Let's curl the left toes under, lift the knee. Slide the right leg back to downward dog. And we'll change sides, lift the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, drop the right knee down. And so again, adjust yourself here. You want the right knee more or less on top of the ankle, or the ankle just slightly forward of the knee. In general guidelines, you can adjust to something different if it's not getting to the stretch. Whenever you're ready, you can lower down here a little bit if you need to. If you got a block close by, maybe you're resting your arms on a block instead of the floor. Let's come back up to the hands. Take it back to downward dog again. And go ahead and drop your knees to your mat. Come through to seated. So as we go through a few forward folds here, take a belt around the feet if you want, or sit on the rolled edge of a blanket to help get the pelvis tilting forward. So let's start here with the legs out straight. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold, reach down toward the big toes. Take a breath in, look up. And exhale, fold forward again. And let's try to relax your shoulders. And taking your gaze down toward your feet. So if feet are a little bit too far away to grab, you can always hold on to your shins or use that strap around the feet. And as you exhale, let's go to B, thumbs in front of big toes, hands pinky side of feet. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold down. Let's try to let the upper back round a little bit here. Either keeping the legs straight or having a little bend in the knees if it's too much. And crown of head toward feet. And take a breath in, look up. Exhale, come back up. Keep the left leg out and pull your right foot in to your inner left thigh. And inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, fold down toward a foot. Inhale, and exhale, fold a little bit more. And let's try to breathe there to the stretch the back of that left leg. You got your block still within reach. If you need to put under that right knee, if it feels like it needs a little bit of support. And don't ignore it. I'm going to try to, again, use your props to help avoid any sort of pain that you might, or discomfort that you might feel in yoga. Take a breath in, look up. Exhale, release. Change your legs around. Again, you don't want it to bother the knee that's bent. So to your calf, down to your inner thigh. Use a prop if you need it. Reach the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, and exhale, fold a little further. Keep right quad active. A couple more rounds of deep breath. And take another breath in. Exhale, release, come back up. Take the soles of the feet together. And you can either scoot yourself in a little bit closer toward the feet, or you can keep a diamond shape with the feet. So you're going for a stretch to the inner thighs, so you can take your feet to whatever position. We'll try to get into that. Sit up tall, relax the shoulders, and bring the chin forward, take it down to your chest. So here's gently pulling up on the feet, and then you're resisting, trying to reach the knees down toward the floor. Let's take a breath in, look up. Exhale, hinge at your hips. Let's try to get the elbows in front of the legs if you can. And just using the strength in the legs on their own to press the knees down, and without using your arms to possibly press them down further than they should go on their own. And go ahead and sit back up. Lie down on your back, hugging your knees to your chest. So lie down on your back. Take a few circles here on the ceiling with the knees. And once you've done about 3 or 4 of those, adjust your legs back to roughly a 90-degree angle, and then we're going to twist, drop the knees to the right. You can take that right hand to the outside of the left leg if you want, and open the left arm to the side. If it doesn't bother the neck, try to look over to the left. Come back up to center. Good. Recenter the hips. Now let's change sides. Drop the knees to the left. And open the right arm to the side this time. Let's try to slow the breath down a little bit. breath. Let's come back up to center. Pull your knees to your chest, and then try to take the circles in the opposite direction this time. So if you remembered which way you did it last time, just do the opposite. And about 3 or 4. And then release. Take the legs out long. Coming to relaxation. So feet about to the edges of your mat, palms face up either side of the hips. And close your eyes, relax. Time, start to make your way back up to a comfortable seated position. Your hands to your heart, eyes closed. Thanks for practicing. See you next time. Namaste. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that class. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to get a new short form class every week. And if you like what you see and you want to support me, go become a member at theyogamat.com. You'll get unlimited live virtual classes every week and access to our on-demand library with over 500 classes in it. Have a great day. Namaste.